and I'm saying this with all humility, I cannot order an Inspector General of Police on anything because the Constitution denies me to do so. And I did not order the Inspector General or any police officer to carry out any extrajudicial anywhere. Your Excellency, what I did was to state the law. And as a lawyer, I have studied, read this law, and I understand what the law says. And what I told the police officers is, if you will not find me anywhere where I said somebody should be shot to be killed, you will not find me anywhere where I said that a police officer should take orders from myself. No. I restated the law and reminded them what the law says. And for the benefit of those, Your Excellency, who have been speaking out there, I want to read for them the National Police Service Act, Section 61(2), and Schedule, particularly Schedule 6B1. Your Excellency is very clear on the use of firearm. And I want to read it verbatim. It says, Your Excellency, that firearms may only be used when less extreme means are inadequate and for the following purposes. 1, saving or protecting the life of the officer or other persons. 2, in self-defense or in defense of other persons against the imminent threat of life or serious injury. C, protection of life and property through justifiable use of force. D, preventing a person charged with a felony from escaping lawful custody. 5, or E, preventing a person who attempts to rescue or rescue a person charged with felony from escaping lawful custody. Your Excellency, I'm not the one who wrote the law. The law says a police officer, when faced with a situation of a threat of his life, must be able to use the firearm. And particularly when sometimes police stations are banned, people think, it is police, forget about it. But when you go, if you go to Kikuyu now, where I went 2 days, we went with the IG and the PS and the team, we found that the entire Kikuyu law courts were banned. Everything, exhibits, people's title deeds that were deposited in the court, documents, of all kind, were raised down, and the court was completely banned, Your Excellency. And I don't know what the relationship between the court and the Maandamano. So nobody is safe. Nobody is safe. And we are requesting our judges, as they make the decisions they make. Unfortunately, we do not have the luxury, if the country bans, that they do have, to sit down and make the decisions they make. If the country bans, nobody will be spared. Not a politician, not a cabinet secretary, not a judge, not a police officer. We need there is a feeling that the judiciary is leaving the safety of the country to executive. And then they do their things as they wish. It is time that we have a conversation in what the Deputy President has always talked about what is national interest. And what is that brings us together as all arms of government. When Parliament was invaded last year, I think message became clear to the members of Parliament about what is happening. I think judiciary needs now to come in so that we can work together as 3 arms of government to protect our nation. When a police officer is attacked or a police station is banned, no church leader will speak. No foreign envoy will speak. These so-called opposition leaders will speak. If all these people do not speak, and I am the cabinet secretary in charge of these police officers, and I am a lawyer, and I don't speak for them, who will? Who will do that? I have, as a cabinet secretary, to lead from the front. Some people don't know the life that police officers go through. Yesterday, when we were with the police officers who were going to the border, do people know how much they put their life in the line for them to fight Al-Shabaab, sleeping in Boni Forest, around the borders of this country, putting their lives to save citizens in the country? And then it has become so fashionable for all of us to close our ears if we have to switch off media houses to save media and to save the citizens, we will do it because we want to save our country from burning. We want to save them from irresponsible journalism. But we also request the media, if they are going to regulate themselves, nobody is going to bother because we have been accused, we have been criticized. We are not averse to criticism. The only thing we want to tell them is that in the security sector, these men and women here helping you, Your Excellency, to deal with security, they don't have the luxury, Your Excellency, to debate. At that moment, critical moment for our country, the first thing they want to see is first their country becomes safe. Nobody here, including the IG, would like to go into the book of history that the country burned when they were holding office. Not us, not the IG, not everybody here. At that moment, we can go and debate with media. They can call us for interviews. We can debate with the judiciary when we know that the country is safe. The first call of duty for everybody sitting here is the safety of the country first before we can debate on other issues.